Brothers and sisters, it's very important for us. A hadith, Prophet ﷺ was asked, so what kind of people will be entering Jannah? Prophet ﷺ answered that the best of the people is the one who has al-qalb al-mahmoom, who has a heart which is mahmoom, wal-lisan al-sadiq, and who speaks truth. He doesn't speak lie. Then he said, O Prophet of Allah, we understood to speak truth, and that's very clear, but the one, al-qalb al-mahmoom, the mahmoom heart, we could not understand. Could you explain more? Then he said, huwa at-taqiyyun naqi, alladhi la ithma fihi, wa la baghiya wa la hasad. He said, the qalb al-mahmoom, the mahmoom heart is the heart of a person who has taqwa, clean, and away from committing sin, and never does transgression, and never have envy against people. A owner of a pure heart who will have no envy against people. Then just said, what is the sign of the person who has that kind of clean heart, al-qalb al-mahmoom? What is the sign? Practically we may notice. He said, alladhi yashna'u dunya wa yuhibbul akhirah. The one who hates dunya, I mean less interested about dunya, less keen about worldly achievements, more keen about akhirah, about hereafter, to secure his salvation in hereafter. His focus in the life. If we look at ourselves, which one is our priority most of the times? In our thought, in our engagement, in our busyness and activities, most of the times it's things of the dunya around us. Of course, we live in this world. It has more demand and needs day and night. But we have to struggle to focus about hereafter to secure our akhirah. That is our priority. That is a permanent world. This temporary world, we have to survive. In best manner, Allah give us tawfiq, but more focus about our success and salvation in akhirah. That is the sign. They said, okay, is there any physical or any kind of tangible or noticeable sign could be noticed that we are owner of the clean heart? Then he said, mu'minun fi khuluqin hasan. You'll notice that if a believer in his dealing and transaction and interaction with others, always having a very good behavior with each other. Good behavior itself is a huge good deed. In another hadith, Prophet ﷺ was asked, Ya Rasulullah, about an aksar ma yadkhulun nas al-jannah. What is the most important action? What is the most important deed of us will take us to Jannah? He said, Taqwa Allahi wa husnul khuluq. Fear of Allah, obeying Him, and khuluqun hasan, is good behavior. Good behavior in worldly life with each other, with the family members, with the relatives, with other people. We are never rude. We never have envy. That's like the next part of the hadith. Faman ala athari, is there any symptom, any sign we can consider that our heart is really not very dunya oriented, it is more akhirah oriented, more akhirah focused? Is there any sign? He said, mu'minun fi khuluqin hasan. The believer who has a very good behavior, good understanding with each other, and dealing and transaction, and his relationship with others based on good treatment. He's never rude. He never have, cause harm to others. That is a general message of the hadith. As we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves this kind of people who have this criteria, and to be honored in the eye of Allah, inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The most honorable in front of Allah is ourselves when we have more taqwa with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And taqwa is obeying Him and obeying His command and maintaining the life according to his instruction and according to the Islamic guidance. So this is the taqwa that is giving us highest dignity and respect. People today, everybody is looking for how I could be honorable, could be achieving highest standard. People will be respecting me, giving me more honor, not, of course, to be ignoring me. I would like to be, having a good position in the society. That is nothing. Many people are today having all this so-called worldly position, rank, higher rank in the society, but if they are not in good book of Allah, they will be most humiliated in the hereafter. Our focus, our target, am I respected in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That is the focus. It's not how rich I am, how influential in the society, how many followers I have in social media, or being millionaire, billionaire, having all this name and fame. No. Focusing only, am I getting this honor with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment? And for that, as the hadith said, we need to have truth. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. Fear Allah and be with those who speak truth. Who is your friend circle? Whom we are associated with? Those who are honest, speak truth, their dealing, transaction, their conversation, all based on truthfulness. They should be our friend. If our friends are other way, nowadays in social media, there are a huge number of all these influencers, not necessarily that they are min as-sadiqeen. Most of the time will be other way. And then another criteria that is not only speaking truth is important, to be away from the any kind of lie and falsehood. If we are used to of saying lies and falsehood, then our name will be in the list of kadhab with Allah, a liar. If somebody dies, his name is in the list of liars list. How will we be facing Allah? It will be so fortunate to have my name, your name is in the name of those who are truthfulness in that list. And that's why to be away from falsehood, which is haram, which is batil. Not only that, even something doubtful, a true believer will be avoiding. Da ma yaribuka ila ma la yaribuk. Leave all those which is maybe a bit doubtful. Come to something which is not doubtful at all. فَإِنَّ الصِّدْقَ طَمَأْنِينَ وَالْكَذِبَ رِيبَةٌ. Because the sidq, truthfulness, is the real rest, tranquility, and peace for the heart. And al-kadhib riba, and if you are engaged with lie, that will make more confusion and some sort of the restless situation in your heart. And that the focus in the hadith, al-qalb al-mahmum, we'll come back to that he explained, huwa at-taqiyyu an-naqiyyu alladhi la ithma fihi wa la baghya wa la hasad. The heart which is away from all, it is a clean heart, away from the sinful acts and transgression, and not to have envy against each other. And that is, all this is on the heart. And that's why Prophet ﷺ said, at-taqwa ha-huna wa ashara ila sadrihi thalatha marrat. He was indicating that his taqwa is here, not in our tongue, is here 3 times. And he was indicating to his chest. And he also said, Allah inna fil jasad mudghah, idha salahat salaha al-jasad kulluh, wa idha fasada al-jasad kulluh, Allah wa hiya al-qalb. So there is a flesh of meat in the body. If it is correct, whole body is correct. If it is rotten, then whole body is rotten. And that is heart. To have the clean heart is huge honor and best achievement in the life. And in the end, Prophet ﷺ said that who is faman ala athari, what is the sign of the person who really is upon that heart? He said, alladhi yashna'u dunya wa yuhibbu al-akhirah, who is less interested about the worldly achievements, he's more focusing of his securing his jannah in akhirah, yakrahu dunya wa yuhibbu al-akhirah. Then they were asked, what is any kind of symptom we can feel in ourselves that I am really less interested about dunya, more focusing akhirah. He said, mu'minun fi khuluqin hasan, that a believer whose behavior is good behavior with each other, all kind of transaction, dealing, interaction based on the good character, good moral standard. He never offends people, never hurt people, never cheat people, all this good quality. And that's why Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. Indeed, I was sent to complete the highest standard of the character, behavior of the people, to make them whole. Deen is focused to make our character is very good. We're up to the standard, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala focus, making him to teach that kind of behavior in our life. And very last one, once a Sahabi said, Ya Rasulullah, Inna fulana tuzkaru min kathrati salatiha wa siyamiha wa sadaqatiha ghayra anha tu'zi jiranaha bil lisaniha. The Sahabi said, Ya Rasulullah, so and so woman, she is very known for her so much nafal salawat, nafal fasting, giving so much charity. But one problem of her, the all neighbors are complaining about her misbehavior. Very hurtful of her behavior with other. She said, فَقَالَ هِيَ فِي النَّارِ, she'll be in hellfire. And the opposite came another day. Ya Rasulullah, fulana tuzkaru min qillati salatiha wa siyamiha wa anha tatasaddaqu bil atwar. Ya Rasulullah, that a lady, she is not that much nafal prayer, nafal fasting, practicing maybe minimum the fard one, but also charity-wise is not that much she's giving. But one thing, وَلَا تُؤْذِي جِيرَانَهَا, she never caused harm to her neighbors. Everybody very pleased with her, the neighbor around her. She said, here fil Jannah, she is in paradise. So this is the behavior, akhlaq, our dealing and transaction in physically, in our transaction, also in our feeling in heart, a clean heart about the other people is a very good deed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to achieve that standard in our life. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات والذكر الحكيم أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه وتوبوا إليه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.